Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Yes, it's about time I did a World of Tanks video, and today I'm going to feature this tank destroyer right here. This is the Sturmgeschutz IV. The Sturmgeschutz IV was proposed by Krupp, who is losing out to other companies on the Sturmgeschutz III, in 1943. Initially it was approved, but nothing really happened because Hitler wanted the Jagdpanzer IV with the long 75mm gun. However, in 1943, the United States Army Air Force bombed Alket, which was the company that was mostly building the Sturmgeschutz III, and basically ruined the factory. So Hitler wholeheartedly approved the production of the Sturmgeschutz IV, and it was produced from 1943 until the end of the war. 1,108 of these bad boys were made, plus 31 that were rebuilt hulls that were damaged in battle. Mostly they served in the Eastern Front. Measure that number of 1,108 against the 10,000 plus Sturmgeschütze IIIs, and this is kind of a latecomer, but it was still a very important piece of kit. In real life, it weighed 23 tons. It had armor from 10 to 80 millimeters, and it rocked one 75mm L48 gun. The L48 is the length of the barrel, and on a good day on a clear road, it could do 25 miles per hour. So what do you got in the game? Well, first of all, where did I get this tank from? It's not on the tech tree or anywhere else like that. I got this from doing missions. These missions right here. Okay, and you go through these missions, and at the end of the day you get a reward tank, and this was my reward tank for doing the first mission. It's been quite a while since I've done any of that stuff, and I actually did it. So what do you got? Well, you got a tank that has a 75mm gun, L48. Okay, it doesn't have a turret. It's got an engine, right? Okay, actually this engine is more powerful than the one they had in real life. Suspension, radio, and whatnot. Armor wise, well, 80 in the front, 30 on the side, 20 in the rear, and 10 underneath. That's where that 10 millimeters would be. Okay, it also had Schürzen, German skirts, Schürzen, and this was to protect against hollow charged infantry fired rockets like the bazooka or the Piat. It was designed to break those things up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this into a game, and we're going to see what we can do with it. Personally, I like it. Some people don't, but I like it. It's got its weaknesses, and it is very squishy, and it's not the fastest horse in the barn, but it's mine. I want it, so there. In real life, it certainly would not have had this Christmassy camouflage, and I don't know how long that's going to last, but it gives me a bonus of 100% to crew experience, and that's left over from the Christmas event, and here we are in mid-January, so it's so cold outside today where I'm at right now that I think the mammoths have quit and gone south for the winter. But my first crew skills, basically I just throw up repair first to get to 100%, and then I switch over from there. But you know, this is an extra premium vehicle that I was able to get in my garage, and you know, it helps build up credits and whatnot. So we'll take it into battle and show you what she can do. All right. Okay, we got the Overlord map. And on this map, if you look at the mini map, most of the fighting is either done on the beach or on the right hand side of the mini map. But this little island hillock about on the E5, that becomes a point of contention in this game. And a lot of games, the whole battle can pivot on that. If you can drive through...
I know, it's gonna be so awesome!
Okay, whatever. If you can drive through that little thing, then you're into the enemy rear and you could do some damage. So I'm going to head out. I'm going to take up a position as you look at the minimap on the left hand side of that. to try and put some shots into tank destroyers that I know very well are going to be right along the H line, right in those bushes down there. And automatically, our scout tanks, they do a good job, and they spot enemy tanks out there. So I'm going to pull around here, and one of the enemy tanks is going to overextend. Just a little bit.
I'll catch you yet, my pretties.
I take my shot.
Perhaps waiting would be best.
I'm not going to stay up there and shoot away, and I'll give him my profile, simply because this little tank can't take a lot of beating. It's not a rough, tough, brawling tank destroyer. It's a very, very snipey tank. So we're going to play some games with this light tank around the corner. He's kind of nervous, and I see a Sherman over there, so I'm going to see if I can't take a shot at that Sherman.
Ooh, sounds scary. Tell us more.
Cross my heart and hope to fly, stick a cupcake in my...
Whatever would make you think I was joking?
Now, what happens is our team is basically starting to steamroll these guys, and it's going to get out of control. And as soon as one of these vehicles on this map is destroyed, I'm going to plug over the top here. So I come around, I see the Sherman over there on the left. Okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? And... oh, there's tank destroyer over there too. Okay. So that's the Sturmgeschutz 3G. And they're not paying attention to me. So I say, what the heck? Leroy Jenkins! And I go for
That's
it.
her right. Yes! Now that is the kind of looking out for me I can definitely appreciate.
She might have, like, you know, got away a little bit.
So once that tank is out of the way, it leaves a clear lane to go straight into the enemy cap. So this side has collapsed and it's wide open. We're up 13-6. I think that's a 6. Hard to see in this little screen. Anyway, it might be 13-5. Anyway, regardless, that's what you do. You break aside and then you move on down. So I see this scrum going on here.
I'll catch you
careful
yet, my
about
pretties. It's not
shooting.
over yet.
Might hit my friendlies, but they remove friendly damage from the game. So Matilda takes a shot at me. Our own Matilda. I don't know why. Maybe it's a British thing. I move up, come around the cap, looking for their arty, but it's game over. This thing is done. And that's pretty much it. That's Overlord. The objective in that battleground is to take a side and keep it. Until next time, you guys be good to each other. Have a great, great day. Bye.